Welcome back to Manosphere Daily, where we break down the wildest stories from the world of modern relationships. Today's topic: man finds out his wife stole $27,000 from him. Then he did this. You won't believe how this one plays out. It's the kind of story that'll make you double-check your bank account and your marriage license. Before we dive into the madness, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap that notification bell so you never miss out on the real talk. And hey, don't keep this to yourself, share this video with your friends. They need to see this too.
Jane?
Yeah?
Can you come here, please?
Yeah, what's up?
What is this $15,000 charge in our bank statement right now? Because I'm very confused. Because I see the name on it and it says Disney, but we talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
We talked.
We talked. We didn't make a decision. There's a $15,000 charge for Disney. What is this for?
That's for the Disney cruise. That's for the cruise
The what?
ship. The cruise that we're going on.
$15,000 for Disney cruise?
Yeah, everything's included. Once you get, I know.
That's every cruise ship. What do you mean? So it's $15,000 for us to go on the cruise?
Yeah.
Me, you, and the kids? All four of them?
Yes, honey. Yeah, see? See,
No,
all
not
of
see.
us.
What do you mean, all of us? That's 15,000.
You're not thinking about the memories. You're not thinking about all the fun they're going to have. They're going to remember this forever. You're just thinking about the number. But think about the experience.
Yes, the number itself is very important.
And that's a good price because the flights were, you don't even want to know how much the flights were.
Wait, this is just for the cruise. This has nothing to do, what about the flights and the hotel before we go there?
Yeah, that's just the cruise. So don't even be worried about that because that's not the total.
Jane?
Yeah.
How much is the total, honey?
Don't worry.
I have to worry.
You can't take it with you.
But apparently I can't have it here either. What do you mean?
Yes, the modern-day Bonnie with no Clyde. These kinds of women think marriage is just a fancy subscription plan to someone else's bank account. She didn't say, "I do," for love, she said it for direct deposit. Imagine stealing $27,000 from your own husband like it's a side hustle. That's not a wife, that's a roommate with access to your wallet and a master's degree in manipulation. And the best part? When they get caught, they act shocked, like, what's the big deal? It was our money. Right, except the only thing she contributed was attitude, Amazon Prime packages, and emotional damage. At this point, some of these ladies are less about love and more about financial extraction. They're not looking for a husband, they're looking for an ATM with a pulse.
I think I want to get the shrimp, the spinach dip, the meal. All of this, what I'm going to order, you can do this to go.
To go?
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm going to get some for my 12-year-old because he eat like a man. So I get the fries. And then I might want to get us something for him to eat tomorrow because I ain't going to feel like cooking.
Okay, now hold on for a minute. How much stuff did you just order? How much you got, ma'am?
I have, so I already put in the wings. Those are going to come for here. And then I have a spinach dip.
Spinach dip to go.
Buffalo sandwich to go.
Buffalo
and
sandwich to go.
tenders to go.
Chicken tenders to go.
That's all I have for now.
I got 3 children, you know that?
You got 3 children?
Yeah, so I'm going to order all them something.
That's a lot to go. You might as well go. That's too much. I can't. And this is our first date. Ain't trying to be funny. This is our first date. I'm not taking care of your children. We need to talk about it. We need to time out.
Okay.
I didn't know you had kids. You didn't tell me you had kids.
I'll be back.
Yeah, be back. We got to talk about this.
These types of ladies treat relationships like a business merger, except their contribution is vibes, and yours is a 5-figure withdrawal. They'll spend years telling you they're strong, independent women, then turn around and siphon your savings like it's a joint mission to upgrade her handbag collection. Let's be real, she didn't marry a man, she married his credit score. The moment she said, "What's mine is mine, and what's yours is ours," the man should have known he was dating a financial ninja with stealth mode activated. And when the truth comes out, suddenly, it's all about communication issues, or he wasn't emotionally available. Ma'am, you didn't need emotional support, you needed a PayPal account and a conscience.
A goofy living situation? What's going on with that?
4 years ago, I was dating this girl, and we moved in together, and we were engaged, living on a farm that her parents owned, and we actually ended up moving into the house that she grew up in. It's a dairy farm, and me and her dad started dairy farming together. Flash forward another year, well, she found her a new boyfriend, and her dad found out, and her dad told her to get out and told me to stay. So to this day, I still live on the farm she grew up in, and I still milk cows with her dad. Hell, I talk to her dad more than he talks to her.
You are the father son he wish he always had.
He told me that one time, which I thought was weird because he has a son.
So do you ever see the girl anymore?
And her new boyfriend, I guess, just bought a house a while back, and they're wanting to fix it up. And, you know, me being a nice guy, I even offered to help him out. And her new boyfriend told me he'd rather freeze to death than have my help. So, you know what? I guess that's their problem.
You see her at, like, Thanksgiving and stuff, or no?
Oh, yeah. It definitely makes her angry every time you see her over at her parents' house and I'm there, but that's okay.
He's got, like, a stocking on the mantle during Christmas time and
I do.
Do you pay rent?
No.
Dude, how the hell did this work out?
I honestly have no idea. I somehow just Forrest Gumped my way through life.
These are the kind of women who will cry in front of a judge and say, "But I loved him," while wearing Gucci she bought with his rent money. They're not partners, they're undercover robbers in yoga pants. Gentlemen, the moral of the story is simple: protect your peace, protect your pockets, and if she starts getting too curious about your financials too early, run like your Wi-Fi bill depends on it. Because love shouldn't come with a $27,000 invoice.
Yeah, no, we still flew a normal flight on the way up here, which is not good.
Okay, there seems to be a little economical misunderstanding. You play a sport that generates $0.
These are the types of women who treat marriage like a heist movie, with less charm and more receipts. She didn't walk down the aisle in a wedding dress, she walked in like a silent investor plotting her return. Let's break it down, she didn't just accidentally spend $27,000. That's not an oopsie, that's a full-blown operation. That takes planning, commitment, and just the right amount of pretending to be in love while checking your bank app like it's a stock portfolio. And the moment she gets caught, boom, victim mode activated. You made me feel like I couldn't ask you for money. No, you just knew he'd say no to the 5th designer bag when y'all still had student loans and a leaky roof.
Yo, do you guys believe this? A man will sacrifice his happiness for his family, and a woman will sacrifice her family for her happiness.
I don't believe that.
That's deep. I believe that.
I believe it.
Because you guys are the men.
No, because it happens to me in real life.
Yeah, I believe that, and that happens a lot. I think it's, listen, this is hard for you to accept it, because I don't think, I think you would be different.
No, yeah, you're good. But my mom left when I was like 1 or 2.
See, that gives me chills.
She
like,
disappeared.
Thinking about that.
Not disappeared, but like she was wanting to like go do young people stuff and go party and stuff like that. Well, my dad had to sit, go to work and take care of me. She did come back eventually, but that's picking happiness over her family.
It gave me like chills.
Why?
I don't know. It's sad to think about. A man would sacrifice his happiness for his family. A woman would sacrifice her family for her happiness.
Just they're like cats. A little more selfish.
Some of these women say they want a provider, but what they really want is a sponsor. They're not building a life together, they're building a luxury lifestyle with someone else's labor. It's like dating someone who thinks loyalty is optional but shopping sprees are non-negotiable.
So let me get this straight. You're uncomfortable even though that man doesn't try to talk to you. He doesn't try to hit on you. He doesn't come anywhere near you. As a matter of fact, he doesn't even look at you, which people in your comments were trying to tell you, including women. If anything, that man should feel uncomfortable because you're the one filming him. Now, women are absolutely victims of harassment in gyms and it needs to stop. But you are not one of them. But you rather post this video, try to label that man a gym creep, and all for what? Some likes and attention on social media? Seriously? You need to do better. Mind your own business.
They'll call it sharing finances until you ask for transparency. Suddenly the account is private, the story changes, and your money mysteriously went to emergencies. Translation: bottomless brunch, nails, and a random vacation with the girls you've never met.
Survey where men and women were asked if they got 80% of everything they want in their ideal mate, would they be happy with that? Women said, no, that's settling. And men said, 80%, I'd be thrilled, that's a catch. We're too picky about the things that don't matter at all for long-term romantic happiness, but we're not picky enough about the things that actually do matter. Men and women were asked what would be a deal breaker for going on a second date, and men named 3 things. They said she has to be cute enough, she has to be warm and kind, and she has to be interesting to talk to. Reasonable, right? The women came back with 300 things that would rule out a guy for a second date. And we're talking about like another 2 hours and maybe a free dinner. And there were things like he wore a brown belt with black shoes. Or we were having a really good time and I thought he was cute and he was interesting, but then he did this Austin Powers impression and I just can't get that out of my mind and I can't go out with him again. Maybe he was just nervous. The guys who are bad first daters might be great life partners. You don't know.
Fellas, always remember, if she gets more excited over your pay stub than your personality, you're not her partner, you're her plan. Stay sharp, because love shouldn't come with hidden fees and a balance transfer.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.